Okay, so before you sit down at the table for your Thanksgiving meal with family and friends, take a walk. But we don't want you to take just any walk. Stan McWright, co-race director of the Grateful Gobbler, and also Rebecca Matthews. And Rebecca is the director of the McClellan Shelter for Families. Both, first of all, thank you both so much for joining me.
Yes.
Stan, we said beforehand, he goes, so Teresa, it must be November. I'm coming to visit you. I said, yes, it is. So let's talk about this. Again, this year, though, we want to say because of where we are in this country, with aid and shutdown and people in need of food, you're doing something a little different this year for the Grateful Gobbler.
We are. We're asking the community and all the walkers to bring shelf-stable food products to the walk. We're going to have the food bank there collecting food. We just want to make a little extra effort this year to help the food bank out because they used to get meals for 10 million people. This year in the shutdown, they only get meals for 1 million.
And there's a greater need.
And there's a greater need.
And there's such a greater need. And we want to talk about, before we get into the walk and what people can expect, tell us about it benefits for people who don't know, the McClellan Shelter and the Family Shelter. And it's the only shelter in our community that houses homeless families and keeps them together. Talk a little bit about that, Rebecca.
Yeah, so we're a 13-room facility that houses families up to 90 days. Our program is individualized for each family to meet goals and find stability while they are experiencing homelessness. We house probably about 50% of our families that come through our program, but we focus on small wins like stable employment and finding childcare that's affordable, and we help families basically find self-sufficiency.
And okay, so Stan, let's talk about this Grateful Gobbler Walk. Let's tell people how it works and how they can get involved.
Okay, it starts at 8 o'clock on Thanksgiving morning at Coolidge Park. It's a 5K. You'll be done in an hour and a half, and home. You register online at gratefulgobblerwalk.org, or you can walk up the day of and register there. If you register, be there somewhere around 7 o'clock in the morning, because at 8 a.m. we're going to start that walk on time and get you back home.
And see, one of the things too, we're showing some pictures now, this is really a tradition for a lot of people as a way to start their Thanksgiving morning. And you know, it's families, it's children, they bring their four-legged family members. It's for everyone.
It's for everyone, and I think the great thing is for the family, you get to teach your children you can have fun and make a difference in the community. Come out and bond with everybody else. It knows that everybody knows 100% of every dollar we receive goes to the shelter. There's no operating expenses for the event itself.
Well, of course, like I said, I just love this time of year because, of course, Stan's going to wear his great hat. But also just because it's such a staple in our community. And because how long have you all been doing this?
Well, this has been in place since 1999, so this is the 26th year.
Yeah.
And Betsy and I have had the honor of running it for the last 13.
Wow. Well, again, you all have done a wonderful job. And just to remind everybody, how can people help and support also the McClellan Shelter for Homeless Families?
I always direct them to the gratefulgobblerwalk.org website because all proceeds go to our shelter. But we also have a needs list that you can find on...
What are some of those biggest needs?
Biggest needs are going to be children's diapers, kids' snacks, food, and then paper cups, paper plates, and cutlery.
Okay. All right. So if people can just come and drop that off if they need that. Okay. And again, but first and foremost, we want them to support Grateful Gobbler.
We do.
And we want them to come out because I will tell you, from having been there on a Thanksgiving morning, it is no better feeling. You see people you haven't seen in a while, and then just kind of afterwards just kind of go, and you feel good about starting your Thanksgiving day.